So welcome to Chair Yoga, and today's class we're going to work on strength, and while yoga isn't often thought about as a strengthening modality, it's often thought about in terms of its flexibility and range of motion. There's a great deal of our yoga poses that can be incorporated to help strengthen the body. So sit towards the edge of the chair so we automatically take up the load of the body using the core, not relying on the back of the chair. Palms up, elbows close to the ribs, shoulders back and down, tall spine. Become aware of your low back, your abdominals, and the area where the legs join the torso, the hips, those big strong gluteal muscles at the back, the buttocks. So we see there's an enormous amount of muscular density in this area of the body between the knees and the navel. And then up through the back body to the shoulder blades. Again, big strong muscles, the back muscles, the shoulders, the arms. So dozens and dozens of muscles to help us, support us in balance, movement, energy. Let each new breath grow deeper without speeding up. Let's add oxygen to the blood supply so the blood supply can take it to the muscle groups. And then slide your hands down to the knees for a moment and drop the chin and round the back. Tuck the tailbone and draw the navel in. So the front of the body tightens, the back of the body stretches. And feel this core strength in the front of the body. Grip the knees a little more. Tuck the tailbone a little more. Drop the chin a little more. And feel the strength in this core of the body. Keep gripping the knees as you pull the shoulders back and sit up tall. And lift the chin and squeeze the shoulder blades, engaging the back muscles. The front muscles stretch. Try that again. Exhale, crunch, round. Drop the chin. And then inhale, come back, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin. Keep gripping the knees the whole time. Round, engage those muscles. Feel the core of the body start to wake up. Inhale, back, arch, lift. Continue this cat and cow movement. And imagine all the strength in your body is starting to radiate outwards from this central engine room of the core. The core of the body, stabilizing the spine, the hips, such an important part of the body. Also that movement starting to free up the low back, the mid back, and the neck. The next time you inhale to neutral, pause and start to swirl the torso slowly in a circle about the hips. I want you to go so slowly that you feel the muscles of the core activate to keep you steady. So it's a very slow motion action so that your strength is controlling the momentum. It's like you're putting the brakes on as you do it. And the brakes are your muscles engaging to strengthen you, to stop you flopping. Notice how strong the legs become when you do it slow-mo. The next time you come upright, pause, and then rotate in the opposite direction just as slowly, and become aware of how the legs engage, the muscles activate. As you lean over one leg, feel it fire up. And then as you sway to the other side, feel the other leg fire up. So these very simple movements in yoga, activating strength, emanating from the core of the body, radiating out to the limbs. The next time you come to center, pause. And then take the right hand behind you, left hand crosses over the midline of the body and grip strongly. I want you to use your hands and forearms to grip strongly the chair and your leg. As you grip strongly, roll the shoulders back and down and push the chest through the arms. Isometric strengthening here as you twist. Exhale, turn the head left. And feel the arms even more strongly. Grip those arms, strong arms. Slowly release. And notice what it's like after an isometric grip like that, how the blood flows back into the arms. Other side, left hand behind, grip strongly the chair, right hand crosses over. Bring that left shoulder back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Now grip with the arms. The arms are like strong anchors holding the twist. Exhale the head to the right. And then the left. Exhale, release. Grip the knees and slow-mo, 3 circles in each direction, picking up how the legs activate here. And let those slow circles also release tension in the low back. Other way, if you haven't started already. And come to stillness. And let's bring some blood flow into the shoulders as you roll the shoulders up, back and down. And the other way. Let's do some leg strengthening work here with our squats. So coming towards the edge of the chair. Hinge forward until you feel the legs engage. And squeeze your buttocks. As you squeeze your buttocks, push the feet into the floor so you pop up off the chair. Just a few inches hovering above the chair, and then slowly come down and relax. So firing up the strong leg muscles here. Hinge forward. Now, before you come up, push down with the feet, lift the arches of the feet so the feet are strong. Now tuck the tail, grip the buttocks strongly. Hinge forward a little bit more so the buttocks and the arches of the feet engage the whole leg area, and slowly come down. 2. Whew. Should be feeling some heat there. Lean forward, arches lift, squeeze the buttocks, push up, hold for 3, 2, 1, come down. We've got 2 more. Hinge forward. Push down with the feet, squeeze the butt, lift, hold for 3, 2, and 1. 1 more. Lean forward, lift the arches, push down with the feet, grip the buttocks, and push up for 3, 2, and 1. All right, that should be a nice little activation. Let's do the leg opening here. Open that left leg 90 degrees, and then back, and then the right leg out to 90 degrees. And just continue with those movements, left and right. Now, the next time you come to neutral, pause and take the left hand and push it strongly against that left thigh, very strongly. So you feel this activation in the shoulders and the upper arm. And now, with all the strength you can, open that thigh out to the side and drop it. We're going to do the same on the way back. Left hand pulls against that left thigh, and with all the strength you can muster, use the left thigh to close against that arm. So it's a strong whole body action, and remember, everything's emanating out of the core here. Let's try right side. Push hard, push hard. Now, really engage the core, engage the belly as you open up the thigh. Other way, push, and now all the strength you can muster to close. Can you feel it all coming from this core area here? Good. Let's try that once more. Push, hold, core, engage core to open the thigh. Close with resistance, all the resistance you can muster. Last one, other side. As strong as you can. So we're using this band here to activate and support the strength of the upper body and the lower body. It radiates outwards from the core. So let's release all that now. Straddle the legs wide. Hinge forward. We can do some block push-ups here. So you can bring a block down in between the feet. Hands down to the block. Bend the elbows so that the torso dangles down in between the thighs, stretching out the lower back. Let the head dangle. And then just with the pure strength of the arms, push into the block and straighten the arms. So we're going to do 10 of those push-ups. Exhale, dangle. Inhale, push up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Link it to the breath. Exhale as you come down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straighten, bring the elbows to the thighs. Move the block. Walk the hands back. Extend the legs in front, toes curled back, lean back. Hands behind the head, and just let all that go. Bend the knees. Sit up tall, grab a block. Raise the elbows, hands pushing against the block, shoulders back and down, and push. Push your hands into the block. Push, 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 and push. There's some isometric arm exercise there. So that'll get us ready for some more push-ups. We're going to do a lot of push-ups today. Exhale, hinge forward, lift the arms, and stand into chair pose. And come all the way up. Now grab your chair, bring it to the top of the mat, and reverse its direction. So the seat of the chair is available for you to lean your hands on. Walk back for your L stretch. Feel the back of the hamstrings. Now walk the feet in a little closer so you get more of an acute angle in that L stretch. And we're simply going to rock forward onto straight arms onto the chair and back. Back into the L stretch. So the weight transfers from the feet to the hands, back and forth. The next time you come back to the L stretch, move the feet back a little further so the chair's further away from you. And then try that again, rocking forward. And see if you can come into push-up pose with the hips in line with the shoulders. You get that nice straight line. and then back. So it's a static upper push-up. It's like coming into plank pose on the ground. Back and forth. Trying to get that. Coming onto the balls of the feet when you come forward. Coming onto the heels of the feet as you go back. The next time you come back, relax, bend the knees, and walk the knees back. So now you're on the knees facing the chair, ready for knee push-ups. And bring the hands nice and wide on the chair. You can lift the feet if you like. Lean your body weight forward, torso towards the chair, and then push back for 1, 2. That's it. 3, 4. Now on 5, we're going to hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back. Drop down into child pose. Inhale, come up. Knees under hips, hands still on the chair. And we're just going to work the legs and the core here a little bit. So take that left foot and bring it forward. Toes are under the front of the chair. The back toes are curled. And we're simply going to do lunges here by pushing down into the chair and straightening that back leg. It's like a warrior 1 pose. And then slowly drop that knee. And we're going to do it again. 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. Down. 5. Down. Step that left knee back. Bring the right knee forward. Curl the toes of the left foot. And lift. Push back through the heel for 1. Down. 2. Down. 3. Down. This might be intense on the toes. 4. Down. And 5. Down. Bring both knees back. Come into child pose. Bring the left knee forward and swivel the right foot underneath you. So you're kind of in a pigeon pose here. The right shin is across in front of you. So the right shin is on the mat, the right knee is on the mat, the right foot is on the mat. And then lean your elbows onto the chair and point the toes of the back foot. So you feel your pigeon pose in chair. You can come down and rest on the chair if you want. Curl the toes of the left foot. Come on up. Elbows still resting on the chair. Now lift that knee. Push into the elbows, lean into the elbows, and float that right foot back into plank. Hold plank. Tuck the tailbone, grip the buttocks. Feel the strength in the core here. And then bring the left knee forward, right knee down. Slide the left foot across the mat so you're coming into your pigeon pose on this side. Point the toes of the right foot out. You can rest into your chair, pigeon, on this side. Lift the head, prop up onto the elbows and curl the toes of that right foot. Lift the right knee. Bring your weight forward over the elbows. Squeeze the buttocks and then float the left foot back into plank. Hold plank. Grip the buttocks, tuck the tailbone for 3, 2, and 1. And now walk the feet towards the chair, keeping the elbows on the chair, and come into dolphin pose. Head down towards the chair, push back through the hips, keep the elbows on the chair. Bring the hands back to the edge of the chair, straighten the arms, push back the hips into your downward dog. Step the right foot forward under the chair, both legs straight, both heels down on the ground. Hands stay on the leg of the chair. So right foot forward underneath the chair, left foot back. So you don't have a big stance like Warrior One. You have a small pyramid stance. Left hand goes on the left hip. Just releasing the low back through twists here. Keep balanced, feet are wide on the mat, they're not on a tightrope. Both legs straight, both feet grounded, lift the left hand to the sky. Bring the left hand down to the chair, keep the legs where they are. Twist the hips more straight, so you're bringing the left hip forward, right hip back. Right hand comes to the right hip. Bring the right shoulder back. Keep the legs straight and engaged. Lift the right hand. Exhale, drop the right hand, step right foot back to left foot. Come into downward dog. Grip the edges of the chair, come forward into plank. Do a little push-up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to downward dog. And then this time step the left foot forward into pyramid. Keep the left hand on the chair, right hand, right hip. Right shoulder back. Keep both legs straight. Lift the right hand. Drop the right hand. Now, little hip shift here. Straighten the hips. Right hip forward, left hip back. So you feel that in the legs. Feel the stability in the core. Left hand, left hip. Right hand stays on the chair. Bring that right shoulder up and back. Lift that right hand. Exhale, come back. Step that left foot back. Come forward, you're going to do 3 more push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Drop the knees. Come back into child pose and relax. Slowly come up. Come to that standing position. And we're going to reorient the chair back to standard position. Make sure the chair's behind you. We're going to do a squat to a dip. So push the pelvis back, knees bent, hands up, slowly come down for 3, 2, 1. Take the weight onto the sit bones, grab the edges of the chair, and walk the feet out in front of you. Squeeze the shoulder blades, grip the chair, push the hips off the chair so you're holding yourself up using your triceps, using your back muscles. So there's no hips on the chair, no sit bones on the chair. The only weight is in the hands and the feet. Going to be here for 5 minutes. I know you'll get bored with 5 minutes, so let's do some dips. Drop the hips down towards the ground and then up for 1. Down and up for 2. Should be getting a little burn in the arms. 3. 2 more. 4 and 5. Hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and walk the feet back. Sit on the edge of the chair. Dangle the arms and shake out the hands. Prepare for Shavasana. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Cushion behind the back, blocks under the feet. Make sure you're warm. Fidget until you feel just right, supported, almost like you could fall asleep in this position, sitting up. You can also choose to do the Shavasana with lying on the ground with the legs elevated. And rather than come into unconscious Shavasana, notice the sensations you feel in your limbs and core from our activation work today. Notice what it's like to stimulate the muscles of the body, how that feels in the afterglow of the workout. Notice any areas of constriction or pain. Or any areas that feel alive and vibrant. And listen very carefully to the celebration that the muscles are having. When muscles are used, they celebrate. They celebrate for days after the event. Muscles love being used. So listen for their party. Notice the rhythm of your breath after a workout. Notice if you're carrying any tension in the body right now. Invite that tension to let go. Let that tension know that it's not needed at this moment. That it's served its purpose. And in Shavasana, it can rest. Start to train the tension we carry in our bodies, that it doesn't have to always be so loyal to us, so protective of us, but it can let go and relax as well. Take a deeper breath in, a little stretch, or as big a stretch as you need to transition from Shavasana. If you're on the ground, you can start to gently roll to one side and make your way up to a seated position when you're ready. If you're seated on the chair, you might change the position a little bit so the feet are flat on the floor. Let's bring the hands together in gratitude for each other's company. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.